Alright, chat. It's time. It's time for this special. So, I wanted to do something for the 5th anniversary, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I was like, you know what? Let's do a Q&A. I actually have to wait for chat to join, but hello Madness, hello Gears. How is everyone doing? I'm still recovering from the loss of Bridget, but other than that, I'm doing just fine. Hello Brazilian guy. Hello, Tom. Chat's just flooding in. Hey, LTA. So, we're gonna be live for an hour, or at least maybe a little bit over an hour. I'm actually gonna use like an hour of double XP while I'm at it. First question: when are you gonna give your mother some grandchildren? When a woman can tolerate me for more than 2 weeks. Hey, Jason. How's my game advancing? It's doing all right. Steadily making progress. I've mostly done the UI. Now I'm just working on like map sprite stuff. I have to finish off the maps. What would happen if you were able to use 100% of Rosalina's brain power? Egg would explode. He would not be able to take it. Mangs is under the belief that Rosa sucks, so it would destroy him. Playing draft for Con Lads, Pokemon VG CS Lad. Nice. How have I been? I'm doing good. I'm doing A-okay. Yep, I'm making a game, Brazilian. I've been making it for about 3-ish years. I think in July it'll be 3 years. Or we can start beta testing on Eld. Well, first we have to do alpha testing, and I think that'll probably be some point in summer. Maybe a bit later. It'll definitely start this year, though, which makes me happy. Finally having real progress. What engine is the game using? SRPG Studio. His hair's making Super Mario 65. Oh, you got me, Tormentus. Yeah, that's actually what the project secretly has been the entire time. Yeah. Damn. Oh, it's so Jover chat. My true intentions have been revealed. But no, I wanted to make like an FE like mostly in the style of FE4. There's a bit of Langrisser in there. So, put Rosalina's game for 100% power to piss off Egg. Oh, I don't think Egg would allow me to put Rosalina in my game. What do you think is Rosa's best scroll combination? Like 2 to 3 scrolls? If we're talking about her best, it depends. I don't think she does well with, like, a bunch of them at once, but I do think she does decent with, like, a few of them passed around. I think, any of the scrolls that increase strength help her a lot. And I think that, you know, if you can get her speed and her luck capped as soon as possible, that's also ideal. You know, El Tormentus, I've actually considered making that. It's been an idea for a while as like a meme hack. Yeah, exactly. Steel Scroll's another good one. LTA brings up a very good point there. Alright, let me just fly over. Whoa. Get on that board. There we go. So I'm gonna grind out some elite kills while we chat, while we just vibe. But how's chat been? I haven't asked chat the one question that I should be asking. How's chat doing today? I love my grapple, not grappling to the grapple point. Yeah, I know. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of not grappling the way I want to grapple. Alright, let me just fly on over. There should be an elite over here. Not bad, not good. So kind of mid. I'm sorry to hear that you're mid, El Tormentus. And I'm guessing somebody cleared this out alright. Sag. Somebody already killed the elite here. Doing good myself. Nice. Doing well. Almost finished every optional dialogue of 6x. Nice. Do you plan to sell your game? Yes. But I will keep it probably within a reasonable price range of $5 to $10 because I'm not a greedy fuck. I talked about this a bit in the past. I don't ever want to like charge people. I'd say ever basically anything higher than 20 bucks. I think that would be unreasonable. Like, I think it's more than fine especially if like you make something that's like really crazy, you should sell for whatever. But like if you're making a game like I'm making, it's just like an FE. Like I don't want to. I really don't want to like overcharge people. That would be awful. While footage is there entering the Mags Empire to insert Rosalina into. Yeah, I'm just gonna put ND. Mags does not know. He is unaware. What's the game about? It is effectively it's more or less like an FE4 clone. There's a lot that goes into it. I don't want to spoil too much, but it'll be... I'm probably gonna, like, do a stream for the first chapter once I get that done. So chat will get a little bit of a taste of it. But, you can sell yes, you can sell them if they're made in SRPG Studio or RPG Maker. You can totally do that. Oh, serious? Will there be a character like Rosalie in the game? Not really. I'm more so just trying to make, like, a very grounded, standard FE game. Now, if I ever make a sequel, there will be. Because something I played with the idea for a sequel is the idea of child units. Actually, you know what? Now that I say it, Tom, there is actually one character who's inspired by Rosa, but she doesn't have randomized classes. So I guess, yes, there is technically a Rosalina insert. By the way, chat, how's the audio? Is the game too loud? Am I too loud? I mean, I just want to make sure, you know? It's gonna be an hour. When am I gonna play Yi Say, Dio? I don't know. I think once Nori and I are done XCOM, I'll, like, talk to you about getting something going for that. Audio's nice? Good. It's a bit loud on my end, which is why I wanted to ask. There we go. That's the first elite kill. We need 10 of those. Let's see if I can find... Where's another elite? No, not there. There might be one here. Level scene bounce, nice. Speaking of XCOM, you've been able to insert my characters. Not yet. I'm gonna wait to insert the next ones. So, I don't think there's going to be, like an XCOM stream on Saturday. I think we'll probably do it in like 2 weeks. And the only reason is Blackout is coming out to Warzone on Friday, so I'm probably gonna do like an 8 to 10 hour stream for that, and I'm gonna be fucking dead on Saturday. Like, I'm gonna be so completely just exhausted I won't be able to stream the next day. There's no way. Hope the maps aren't too big. So the biggest one, or should I say the one that's tied for the biggest one, the actual biggest one is still as big as it was. One of them has been shrunk down to half its size because I was like, this is too big for what we're trying to do here. So, how do you have the stamina to stream for more than 3 hours? It doesn't take much. I just like hanging out with chat. That's really all there is to it. Now, mind you, I do pay for it the next day. I'm usually, like, exhausted to an extreme, but I think that's fine. That's an acceptable trade-off. For Saturday's dinner, will you be streaming Helheim with Asmodeus as co-host? No, so, for the Friday stream when Blackout comes out, I'm gonna be streaming with Tack. I don't know if Jason's gonna be on. Jason, if you're still in chat, you can answer that. Madness has confirmed he can't be there due to, like, internet issues, which is fine. But yeah, it'll be me, it'll be Tack, it'll be maybe Jason. Like, not American Jason, good old Belgian Jason. The old man Jason, that Jason. It's funny how you can have a big map if you do it well. You can make it feel like it's not a big chapter. Chapter 5 Seal Wars example. Yeah, exactly. You can make big chapters work. Asmodeus Rogan podcast featuring Xana of the Coyotes Man. Yes, yes. Yes, it's the Asmodeus Rogan experience.
Worth checking for intel.
Alright, well, that container didn't have any elites in it. I need, like, 8 more elite kills, by the way. This is brutal. Well, there's one over here I can do. We have to, like, make sure I can extract, but that shouldn't be a problem. Do you have a Rosalie and Bipillar? No, I do not. Oh, God. Chad, I'm not that degenerate. I mean, I'm degenerate, but I'm not that degenerate, you know? Alright, where are these zombies at? Gotta take them out to the boss piers. There we go. As most trustworthy D&D would be a banger podcast. Top quality podcast. I take this guy out. Since you can jump on high in the game you're playing, have you considered fashioning your character to look like Mario? I wish I could. Oh, that would be amazing actually if there was like a Mario skin.
Heads up, you've got company at the
There, I'm a degenerate, but I'm not a loser. Exactly! Alright, there we go. And that should be 3. Yep, that's 3 out of 10. Let me get this ammo. Perfect. Okay, there's a shipping container over here, so maybe there's a rhino in there. No, I don't have one yet. Oh, no. That's Canada's weather. So today has been pretty good, but tomorrow we're expecting an ice storm. But it's expected to be like the last ice storm of the year at least, so. Yeah, the weather was pretty bad this winter. I would say this is probably one of the worst winters in recent memory for, like, Canada. It was pretty rough, like, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, wait, let me go and get this one first and then hit up that one. There we go. Pretty much, yeah. It's gonna be pretty bad, I would say, tomorrow. Unless the weather network's wrong, which they totally could be. They were wrong about today. Today was supposed to be pouring rain all day, and we haven't seen a single drop, so. Shocked how warm it is in Alberta right now. It's only -2 at the moment. It's actually warmer than that here. I think it's like, I want to say like +1 right now. When we finish the TRS RR ROM, would be okay if you did a one-off stream vet. TRS? Are you talking about Tearing Saga? Also, hello Ares, how you doing? Why does this COD feel like fusion of Fortnite, Helldivers, and Left 4 Dead? I mean, multiplayer just plays like normal COD, but this is endgame. This is the PvE mode. If anything, I'd probably compare this to, I'm trying to think of how I would compare this to. I'm sure there's like a looter shooter that chat could probably bring up as like an allegory that would be much more fitting than anything I could list. I'm not like huge into looter shooters. Yeah, it's Tearing Saga. Okay, gotcha. Can you share your moisture of fuzz? No, I'm sorry. We can't. I wish we could, Tom. You guys always sound like you're in a drought, by the way. It's really sad. Let me just keep sawing these men real fast. No, sir, stop running. How can you run so fast? Because I'm max level, so all my stats are absolutely insane. I'm actually grinding out these camos in, like, the starting area, because it's just, like, safer and easier. Looter shooter, Borderlands. Hey! Yeah, Berserker and I have actually been talking about Borderlands 2 lately. We've been contemplating the idea of a stream. I haven't played Borderlands 2, so it would be blind for me. Hey, Captain Claw, why is the sky blue? That's a very good question. I have no idea. I'm sure there's like a scientific reason for it, though. There probably is. Always live in a place where you're flying with rain or literally having wildfires in our forest. Oh, so you live in you live in Western Canada with Neo. Got it. Would you have a shady summoner in your game? So we do have a summoner. He doesn't start as a summoner. He starts as a standard dark mage, but you can promote him into summoner because Eld Saga has FE8 style branching promotions, and one of the promos for dark mage is summoner. But summoner has a really interesting mechanic that's not in normal FE. So instead of summoning a phantom or like a zombie to join you, what happens is every enemy you kill becomes an ally. So every time you kill somebody with the summoner, they get that unit as like an NPC. Maybe we'll make them blue. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about green units, so. Do you know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell? Yes. Yes, I did. I actually know a few things about science here and there. I'm not like... I didn't study it or anything, but I know a fair share of stuff. And things. Mostly stuff, though. It's a good thing we have the Ogallala aquifer so our farms don't fail. I probably butchered the hell out of that, but that's fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can kill bosses and summon them. It's great. We love it. Wait, well, there's just a dial that's several years broken. That sounds about right, yeah. Always be glad that I left science for arts. Fucking hate science and math classes. Yeah, it's just kind of soul-crushing more than anything. Alright, there we go. Let me just get on over to that crate. Let's kill Kathis and give him to someone with Joseph's wrath. Imagine if you could, my god. I'm for science, but math is ass. Yeah, nobody likes math. Except weird people. I know Madness has apparently been struggling with some math stuff recently. I'm back. Oh, it's fine. Feel free to step away. That is 100% okay. I don't have you at gunpoint. Although, it'd be convenient if I did for me, in terms of metrics, but... Oh. The guy didn't spawn. He didn't respawn, Sag. Okay. Is cereal a soup? Man, that is a hard-hitting question. I'm gonna say no just because it's milk and not like a broth. But you can make an argument for it, I think. I mean, it is a soggy solidus that you drink from a bowl. So I guess, technically, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I think you just invented a new cognito hazard. Congratulations. Technically, I have weapons stronger than Joseph's rap. Yeah, you were telling me about that. That's nutty. Also, somebody beat me here and killed everyone. Okay, let me see. I guess I can go here.
Assault that objective.
Inventory, okay. Answer that joke question legitimately. This is even better. I mean, you know, I had to answer it. It's an AMA. I have to answer anything that you ask, except, like, super specific and maybe some political questions. Because God knows we don't need to start a war in the chat section. Look, we have enough wars going on right now. We don't need one in chat, too. Alright, let me just get on over here, take out this elite. How many kills do I have? I have 6 out of 10, so I need 4 more. You created a new Roko's Basilisk. Oh no!
Might be useful. Container secured. Well done. We'll put it to
What?
good use.
Did that teammate just kill? No. Did it just die before I got here? I'm very confused. Okay, I'm gonna try and get to the shipping container. Is coffee a broth? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think it would count as broth. Maybe. It's hard to say because it is a liquid made up of solids, which is a bit odd. Because like typically, if you want to make an argument for something being a liquid, it has to start as a liquid, not a solid. Yeah, that's a difficult question. The F is a broth. A broth is what soup is made of. Has to be me as a base. I'm pretty sure the only requirement for a broth is just that it has to be a solid as a base. So like a meat or like a vegetable. That was not an elite enemy. I keep going to say zombie. I'm so used to running zombies lately. Okay. Man, there's like nothing here. Okay. Actual question, what do you think if Fire Emblem collabed with an RPG brand like D&D Pathfinder or some other system? So, funnily enough, FE was supposed to do a crossover with Nobunaga's Ambition, but they decided, if I remember correctly, that... I don't remember if it was that the FE team was already overworked, or if they were just worried it wouldn't succeed, or if there was like something along the lines of they just thought like Pokemon would do better, but that's how Pokemon Conquest got made. Was they decided that they didn't want to do FE Nobunaga's and they did Pokemon instead. But they did that. Now, if there was one I'd want to cross over with specifically, I mean, the default answer would be, say, Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy is like the RPG series. But if I had to pick one, I would say probably Chrono Trigger, just because, like, you know, we love Chrono Trigger in this house. Either that or Paper Mario. Actually, Paper Mario would be insane.
Maybe.
There we go. Let's see. Okay, I can go up here to secure kill. Cereal cannot be a soup because its base milk is not solid. Yes, exactly. Dragon Quest X Fire Emblem would be funny because they usually fight dragons a lot. Yes, Dragon Quest X Fire Emblem would also work very well. Didn't the Chrono Trigger franchise die with Chrono Cross? Yeah, it's very sad they haven't really done anything with Chrono Trigger in like 30 years, but I mean, it is what it is, sadly. But, you know, it could happen. Stranger things have happened. Fire Emblem game based on Sengoku Jidai would be interesting for more obscure inspiration. Having FE game based on war that got the Ashikaga shogunate into power would be interesting. Yeah, you're talking about like feudal Japan stuff, right? It would be cool. Again, that's very much what Nobunaga is. Nobunaga is just like feudal Japan strategy game. RPG Mix My Dream is Fire Emblem and The Last Story. Oh god, I need to play Last Story. I've heard of that game. Doesn't that game have like a really convoluted backstory where it almost didn't come to America and like only fan demand got there? I might be mixing up with another one.
LZ's too hot for the VTOL to land.
Grandpa, I'm tired. I'm old. Fire Emblem mixed with Yakuza. Well, that would definitely be interesting. Oh, my aim was terrible. Let me just take care of the zombies, and then I will glance back at chat real fast. Sir, why are you running? There we go, and then the last one. Call of Duty X Super Mario when? Okay, so funnily enough, it's not like Super Mario, but from the sounds of it, and assuming it hasn't been canceled, there is a Call of Duty spin-off in the works and has been since 2023 that will effectively be a Call of Duty XCOM game. And I would be very, very excited to see that. Especially now that I've played more XCOM and I'm like getting to enjoy it a lot with Norian. Yeah, no, XCOM is great. And I would be interested in almost any game that has that kind of playstyle. Just be clear, when I was saying RPG system, I was talking more about an RPG system, but Chrono Trigger themed Fire Emblem would be so peak. Okay, got it. So you're saying like an FE game that's more RPG-like. I mean, technically you can make an argument that's just FE2/15. Because like FE2 and 15 are basically just like RPG proper. Three Houses you can make an argument is more RPG too. That is like strategy game. Call of the Last Promise in Black Ops 2, but Last Promise cast. Peak! Literal peak. Alright, let's see if I can get there in time before somebody else does. Oh, yeet. Alright, there we go. I don't know if I'm gonna get there in time. I think somebody's gonna beat me there. How many chapters is your game gonna have? So currently it's set to have 21. I totally yoinked that guy's kill and I have no regrets. I'd be evil and have an FE Warriors game. Okay, so here's what I would like from an FE Warriors game. And I wanted to talk about this for a while, but there hasn't really been an opportunity. Give me an FE Warriors game that has every single cast in it from every Fire Emblem game. Let me play who I want, when I want, have various different scenarios based on all the different FE stories. That would be peak. That is what it would take to get me play like FE Warriors. It would be incredible.
Well done. Container secured.
Okay, let me head on over here. How many flying squirrels did you skin for that suit? 183 and a half. Don't ask how half of one works. Fire Emblem X Legend of Zelda. Like a Fire Emblem dungeon crawler. That'd be neat. And I think I'm officially competing with this random teammate for... Yeah, he's going to the shipping containers. Okay, I'm just gonna, like, ignore him and go to the landing zone then. I think he's also farming elite kills. Mario Maker X Fire Emblem would be funny. I would kill for, like, an FE Mario Maker game. If they gave us, like like Mario Maker but Fire Emblem, where you can just like take an FE engine and just like build on that and make like your own, you know, games. That would be incredible. That would be huge, honestly. I think it's what the FE community kind of needs right now, to be fair. Alright, let me take out more zombies. Maybe the bigger bosses like Zephyr and Nurgle could be super bosses. Exactly. Like, there's a lot you could do with an FE Warriors game. You really could. Like, a proper, true FE Warriors game with, like, everything in it. Alright. Yep. Just gotta take out the zombies. There's the last one. I was like, where is he? Mario Maker is such a peak idea. It's actually ingenious. Like, let's just have the players make the game for us. Like, it sounds lazy, but it really is just super clever. Subspace Emissary about Fire Emblem characters and FE Warriors gameplay. So, like, what? Like, in terms of structure, it's like, Subspace, so you've got, like, you know, you basically start the scenario by picking a character and going through a map. I mean, it'd be interesting. I honestly, I just miss Subspace in general. Madness and I need to play that for the Let's Play channel, like a co-op playthrough. How's a future FE mainline with a short 20 map campaign, but also lengthy, let's say 40 map campaign, so you get to pick which one you do? Oh, interesting. So, like, you can do the longer experience, or you can do, like, the shorter, simpler one. That wouldn't be that bad. You make a Fire Emblem X Ultimate Alliance? Oh, you're talking about, like, Marvel Ultimate Alliance? I haven't played those games. I know they're, like, very well regarded, though.
Assault that objective.
What good with Mario Maker 2 is it doesn't feel like Mario Maker 1. We add two things. No, it's a very different possibility of making a whole ass campaign. Yeah, they made a lot of nice little changes. It's weird because they didn't really change the map making systems of Mario Maker with Mario Maker 2, but like they overhauled a lot of the gameplay stuff, if that makes sense. Like the actual like menu UI, how it connects. Like it was very smart how they did it. And I think the reason they did that was because they knew they couldn't do 3D. So they were like, well, what if we just, like, expand on the 2D? Now, that said, if we get Mario Maker 3, they better give us 3D Mario game, like, game engines. I am owed 64 and Sunshine. Still haven't played the Maker games. I mean, you can't play Maker 1 anymore. That game's lost content now that the servers are shut down. But Maker 2 is still up, and it's great. Big fan of Maker 2. I need to go back to Maker 2. I don't have my NSO subscription anymore, which is why I haven't really done anything with it. Sunshine the Goat? Yep. We love Sunshine in this house. Big fan of Sunshine. It's incredibly off topic, but it's imperative you answer this question. Why did the chicken cross the road? Well, he had to get to the KFC. It's a very good question, you know, it's one for the history books, really. Mario Maker 3 is taking so long because they're trying to do 3D Mario. Then also, Mario Maker 2 is still supported, and will be pretty much forever, is kind of the issue. So I don't really know what they're gonna do in terms of Mario Maker 3. They either have it coexist with 2, or they just accept that, like, they're either gonna have to make, like, a 2.5. Alright, time to fly on over here, go get this elite kill. I really missed when there was an actual grind to this and it wasn't just me, like, elite killing things. Sunshine will never come back, Grandpa. Take your pills and go to bed. Ha, joke's on you. They re-released Sunshine in 2021. And nobody got to play it because it was limited time only. I don't know why they did that. Chickens will cannibalize each other, so chickens might eat at KFC. Yeah, see? That's a very real concern. Mario Maker 3 will only be 3D when Mario Maker 2 will stay at only 2D. You know what? That could work. That would be the easiest answer. Alright. Let's fly on over here. Man, this zone is kind of picked clean. There's too many people in Zone 1, man. I can't get almost anything done here. This is terrible. Ports were bad too. Very confusing bundle. Yeah, no, it was a very strange bundle. I mean, the only really good thing about it was it let, like, the non-ROM people play Mario Sunshine. That was pretty much the only benefit. And also that came with, like, a free OST with, like, some unique songs on it, which is nice. But, I mean, you can hear all those on YouTube now anyway, so. When did I start playing Fire Emblem? I started playing FE, I believe, when I was 6. I might have been younger. So my dad had a bootleg console that had a bunch of NES and SNES games on it. And FE4 was on there. It was in Japanese only, so I had no idea what was happening. But yes, FE4 was the first game I played. And I somehow bullshitted my way to Chapter 4, which I will never understand. Oh god. But come here. I got a saw. Bootleg console, yep. I also played Mach Rider a lot on there. Mach Rider and F-Zero. Really thrown to the wolves there? Yep. Yep. You will have no English translation and be happy. Okay, let me see. I don't think there's any more elites in Zone 1. Oh, this is unfortunate. Yeah, there's like no other elites here. Unless a crate spawns in. I think we have to go to Zone 2. Alright, well. Actually, I should just exfil. What am I doing? I've only got like 20 minutes remaining on the clock for this area. How did you discover Fire Emblem ROM hacks, and what was the first ROM hack you played? The first one I played, I think, was Order of the Crimson Arm, funnily enough, because I think, if I remember correctly, it was after Mangs did his Let's Play of it. I decided to, like, hop on that and, like, try it out for myself. Sarah channeled his understanding of cute women to force his way through Silesia. Yes. Internet.nowhere is going to ask if you like the fact that FE's franchise is multiple settings rather than just one continuous world. I like it. That said, I wish that FE would like come back to some of the worlds that they've missed out on, or rather that they haven't really revisited. Like, we've never gone back to Magvel, right? We've never gone back to what's an good example? We've never gone back to Valentia, really. I mean, we kind of did in terms of Shadows of Valentia, and like, you know, Awakening kind of revisited that whole thing. But in terms of like a new game that focuses on the story of like Valentia as a whole, we've never come back to that. Let's not go back to Valentia. I like Valentia. What's wrong with Valentia? I wish Fatelandia actually had a fucking name. Yeah, that would be nice. First contact with FE was through a Spanish-talking channel streaming FE7, got interested in bot 3H, and now appear in Davis's videos, which are watched by 1,000 people. I'm scared. You're going to Valentia. You will go to Valentia and be happy. But yeah, there's some continents in FE that have never been returned to, and I would like to see that happen. I'd like to see us go back to, like, Magvel, for example. That would be fun. I mean, we're going back to Fodlan in Fortune's Weave, so that's at least something. Fate's only referred to as Hoshio, Nor, or Vala. Yeah. By the way, Magvel could be visited so much without repeating map because we've never seen the country of Frelia, Cristino, Rost, and such. We see a tiny bit of Carcino, because that's where the start of Chapter 10 is. Like, Chapter 10 is in Carcino, and I think also Kerpalin is located in it, or whatever it's called. I'm locking you in the Tower Valley. No, don't force me to grind infinitely. You can make Est best in Echoes. You can make Est best in FE11. That's probably her best game, if we're talking realistically about Est. Considering the route that Pokemon's taking, rare games don't feel like the real, don't feel like landmasses. I'm debating going back. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like modern Pokemon. I haven't been keeping up with it. Sending you to Lagdale Ruins. I'd like a new Teles game. That actually brings me to kind of a side note. I would love to see a side story with, like, Tormod's gang in the midst of FE10. Kind of like Thracia. I feel like that would be cool, because, like, we don't really get to see what happens with them. It gets told to us, and they become important, like, later in the story, but we never really get, like... We never really get to see what goes on with them. Like, I assume with FE10 being as rushed as it was, there was probably a second, you know, part of the game, like a section that was, you know, dedicated to that whole team, but It just didn't get added, which is really sad. But it's weird, because I feel like that's part of the story they should have expanded on a little bit, and it would be cool to see. I didn't play Pokemon after Heart Gold until Violet. I would say probably the last good ones in terms of Pokemon X and Y, and then after that it's just Copium.
There's a quarantined command center nearby.
Chad can
Stop
disagree
the
with me on that, but
toxins getting out.
that's fine. I still think the Dawn Brigade need more. They do. I think that, like, the Dawn Brigade should probably have had, like, a couple more chapters, like, in both the parts they appear in. Crisino having only represented fucking Rennek is a crime. Yeah, he's, like, the only character from there. Will you stream Lannister or Dur Langrisser? I'm going to stream all of them in order at some point. I think Madness and I will also do a Let's Play of it for the channel, but I don't know when that's going to be. Like, whenever we do the stuff for the Let's Play channel. Don't say be like Thracia. Thracia bounces between explaining the things the main plot and doing so and shit, and then ends up doing neither. No, I'd actually disagree with that. I think the only thing Thracia does well is the story. I'd say the gameplay in Thracia is a complete train wreck, but I think that, like, the actual story of Thracia is fantastic. And the fact that it ties in, like, gameplay to the story is something that, like, very few FE games do, which is very sad. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon are good, starting Sword and Shield where quality dropped. No, I would say Sun Moon's where the quality dropped. Actually, I'd say Oras is where the quality started to drop quite bad. Hello, Azure Tater. How you doing?
There's a command center nearby.
Thracia gameplay is a thing? Indeed it is. Happy March 10th. Yep. It's Marten Day. I mean Mario Day. Totally. 100%. They're suffering through Lancaster 3. Lancaster 3 has my wife in it, though. Does it have an English translation? I never remember. I'm pretty sure Lancaster 3 does, right? Because I would, I'd be down, like, to play any of the Lancasters, as long as they have, like, an English, translation. I love all of them. All of them I played anyway, which consists of, like, what, 5 different versions of it? Oh, no boss here. Sag. Okay. I must go. My planet needs me. Epic fail there. I was like, I must go. My planet needs me. Fails to grapple like 15 times. Isn't Thracia an island off of Arcadia FE1? I think it might be, actually. Story isn't all of that, but it is better than Genealogy Story. Genealogy Story is great, but it's bogged down by technical limitations. 7 times the charm, exactly. There was Thebes and Acnea. That might be what it's based on. Sarah's auto-aim stopped working. I wish I had auto-aim. I miss way too many shots to have auto-aim. Alright, there we go. So in Seal of War stream, curious because I have a lot of insert portraits but haven't dropped the update yet, so wonder if I should drop it soon. Whenever you do drop it's probably when I'm going to stream it. I'm also going to talk to Altena about doing, like, whatever, you know, done for Desire and Truth. Probably do it as, like, a combo stream. Let's do, like, both of them at the same time.
There's a target in your AO. Current toxin levels could make
It's bogged down by technical limitations. No, the fuck it doesn't. No, there's a lot of things they can't show in FE4 because of technical limitations. Stuff like Kerf dying. A lot of the things related to Arvis. There's, like, a large amount that was cut because Kaga just simply couldn't put it in or didn't have time to put it in. FE4 was horribly rushed, like, even by Fire Emblem standards. Like, they made the entirety of Gen 2 in 5 months. Like, it is tragic just how much of, like, FE4 got cut, and the fact that we never got a third Juke Droll game. Because we were supposed to. FE6 was supposed to be in Juke Droll, but it never happened. Started playing Mario when you were 4 during summer break? Yep. It was, I was at a family cottage that we had over the summer, and, the person who owned the cottage had Mario 64 and N64, and I started playing it. And I started playing Banjo, but I never really liked Banjo that much. But Mario 64 was like, I don't know, man, I got addicted to it. And then in my teens, I started hating Mario 64, funnily enough, and now as an adult, I appreciate it again, because life is weird sometimes. Alright, let me go over here.
Assault that objective.
How do you survive as a 29-year-old Canadian? Correction, 28-year-old Canadian. Goddamn, chat's always pushed me into the grave. Do you think Duma-powered Berkut Rhea could beat Alvis? probably... Arvis only really wins because he manipulates everything. He's not that strong. Like, don't get me wrong, he is powerful. He does have regalia. But at the end of the day, he really did only win because he managed to, like, manipulate everything into his favor. If he hadn't done that, he probably would have lost to Sigurd in a fair fight. Okay, let's head over here. Have you played Smash 64 Remix? Yes, I have played Smash Remix. I played it twice, actually. I have not played the newest update, though. I know apparently there's a brand new update that's add, like, even more content, so I will visit that at some point. Maybe Madness and I will do, like a Versus episode on the Let's Play channel for it. What inspired you to start doing YouTube? So I watched a lot of Let's Players at the time. And I wanted to do a Let's Play channel. Unfortunately, I kind of got into Let's Playing at a point where Let's Playing wasn't really successful. But a lot of people inspired me. And funny thing about that, a lot of the people who inspired me are either no longer in the YouTube space or kind of were disgraced. Like, Chugga Conroy is one. Like, Chugga Conroy has been badly disgraced in the last, like, couple of years for, like, a lot of really fucked up shit. But he was, like, a big inspiration. Peak Asprey was a big inspiration, but he kind of, like... I don't want to go into the whole Peak Asprey thing, it's, like, way too complicated to explain here, but... it's, like, a long, weird thing. Mangs was a big inspiration back when he used to Let's Play stuff, and he's still, you know, Mangs still the GOAT. But, like, I watched a lot of his stuff. Actually, how I discovered Mangs was when he did a substitute run of FE4. Also, I'd really like these guys to stop shooting at me. Oh, God. There we go. But Game Grumps were also an inspiration. Like, a couple others. Proton John. Like, there were a few people who got me into, like, Let's Playing because I just watched them obsessively. And, like I said, a lot of those people have been disgraced now, which is sad. It feels weird that's, like... You kind of get inspired by people, and then they turn out to not be great. Like, Mangs is the only one that I'm, like, I'm still a fan of all the people that inspired me. It's just very weird. Chugga was fire, but the events took their toll. Yeah, he was, like, peak back in his day. Like, nobody did Let's Plays like Chugga Conroy. And the weird part was, he was never, like, the most entertaining dude out there. I mean, don't get me wrong, he could be entertaining, be funny, and he was good at the games he played for the most part, but it was mostly the effort he put in that was very, very impressive. Like, it was crazy the amount of effort he would go to. Like, he'd make splash screens, he would talk about stats and stuff in depth, talk about speedrun strategies, like, it was wild. Smosh did Let's Plays? I think so. I never paid much attention to Smosh. I feel like Smosh was, like, a little bit before my time. Because I think by the time that, like, I started kind of getting into YouTube a bit, Smosh was kind of cringe, which was, like, in the late 2010s-ish, was when I started, like, kind of paying attention to YouTube more. There we go. Okay, I need 4 more. Yep. Let's see. Let's go here.
Objective identified.
Max has been doing hot with me, not gonna lie, but that's the thing about YouTubers and people doing entertainment, right? Something, never know your heroes. I mean, Mangs is Mangs. He's flawed like the rest of us. He has his own problems. He has his own kind of, like, life situation going on, and sometimes he's entertaining, sometimes he does that 1/6 stream that he deleted later because it was unbelievably terrible. And I mean, that happens to everyone. I mean, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. Hell, I'm a complete retard most of the time. Man, that guy's arm just straight... I've never seen it do that before. That was crazy. Bro just had, like, min arms for a minute. Okay, let's go here.
Assault that objective.
Might not like the new Manx content as much as the old, but I still respect him and think he's a pretty good creator. Yes. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I need to catch up on chat. I'm pretty much caught up on chat, I think. Minecraft YouTuber is great 10 years later. Why is he also a pedo? Yeah, that's most of the Minecraft community, sadly. A lot of the Minecraft creators. So, fun fact, chat, I'm never gonna do Minecraft stuff on my channel. I've talked about this. One, I don't want to attract the fans. because most of them are like young kids who are super annoying. The second part of it is just the Minecraft community as a whole is kind of a cesspool, and I just don't want to be involved with it. But if anyone else, like, I know Jason's been talking about doing, like, an SMP for a while, or, like, a hardcore Minecraft run. I'd be interested in, like, co-hosting that with him, being part of that, but... Most Minecraft community, don't you mean 99% of 2014 YouTubers? Yeah, sadly, a lot of our favorite YouTubers turned out to be not great people. Come here. Like, it's really weird because I feel like YouTube as a whole is in a worse state because people can't be as, like, funny and edgy as they used to. But I feel like the people on YouTube are nowhere near as bad as they used to be. I don't know, it's really odd because I feel like a lot of the people on YouTube that we grew up with were not great people. And, like, now a lot of the people on YouTube are better people for the most part. I mean, there's still obviously pretty bad people out there. But... like, most of them are decent now, but, like, the content is just not as peak as it used to be, you know? Like, it's just not the same. It just doesn't feel the same. YouTube lost an edginess to it that I feel like it really needed to separate itself from, like, mainstream content. Like, I miss the days when, like, you had Filthy Frank saying the most outrageous things on YouTube and just being wildly entertaining, and you just don't get that anymore. Minecraft's the thing that involves too many people. It does. It involves a lot of people. A lot. And somebody claimed that while I was... oh, god damn it. Man, there's like so many people over here, like, just scrounging around for elite kills. I'm like trying to get them, and there's too many folks beating me there. They're beating me to the punch. I miss when YouTube had no ads. I do and I don't. I understand that's necessary for creators to make money. And if it's a necessary evil, I can tolerate it. But I understand how it's annoying for a viewing experience, especially now that's, like, significantly worse. Because since last year, YouTube ads have been way worse than they have been.
Something strange in your area.
Man, I don't know how I feel about the grapples. I hope they get the grapples fixed before, like, Blackout comes out. I don't know how I feel about these. I think we have to go into Zone 2. I don't think I have a choice. I think Zone 1's just too occupied right now. YouTube is a website. It's gone to hell when it used to be decent good, while people have gone from edgelord's day issues to cyberbullied you to decent people. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Just like when YouTube put me 3 unskippable ads who are 1 minute long each in a row. Oh, I've had worse than that. I've had times where it goes up to like 5 ads in a row. It is horrendous. I don't know, like, what's going on with YouTube. Like, I understand last year when they made the changes to YouTube, like, ads, that they were trying to do it so that, like, you know, creators can make more money, all that, which is great, and I don't deny that's great. I think that's a good thing. But at the same time, like, if people want to use an ad blocker, let them use an ad blocker and just pay out the creators. Like, you could do that. It would not be that difficult. Alright, where's this guy? Top floor? Alright, I'm gonna cut him up. Come here. There we go, got him.
Pretty sure nobody even likes that guy.
Hey, another one. And another one.
Well done. Container secured.
YouTube censorship has also been crazy. Yeah, YouTube censorship is out of control. There are times where people will get censored in chat for literally no reason. I hate it. I think it's awful. Like, here's the thing, I could tolerate the ads to, like, the worst extreme you can imagine if people were not getting censored. That is, like, the trade-off I would be willing to make, because, like, the censorship on this platform has gotten to a violent extreme. I mean, you can get censored for using simple connector words like "and." Like, what? Like, why?
There's a guild shipping container nearby. Get to it before
There's one dude who's near bridge and a shooter. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna go the full PewDiePie. Never go the full PewDiePie. There we go. I was like, pretty sure that guy should blow up by extension. Okay. Let's see. There's like nothing more here. I can fly across and get to that, assuming nobody else takes it. Yeah, the handle changes. So I actually kind of like the handle changes. I just wish they didn't kind of spring them on people. So the way the handle changes work is actually great when you think about it, right? Because what happens with that is you can just go, okay, well, I want to change my name on YouTube as like a gag, like Madness did for Mandus, or how I've been calling myself like Xander of the Coyotes Man until Berserker finishes his FE11 run. And that's fun. You can do that, and it doesn't really impact your channel. Because, like, I'm still Zapplays at the end of the day, right? But when you see me in stream chat, I'm Xander of the Coyotes Men. Before, I would have had to change my entire channel name to do that, and it would have been, like, a detriment to me, because I'm sure people would have just, like, unsubbed, because they're like, who the fuck is this guy? I'm not subbed to this guy, and then they would have left. And, like, it's a good change for people who want to, like, do funny troll things, or, like, they want to be called something else that, like, you know, basically, like, they want to become something else briefly, as, like, a name change or joke change, what have you. They shouldn't have sprung it on people without warning them. It was so random. It was so bizarre and so random. And I don't know why they did it. I don't know why they didn't give people a choice. I don't know why they didn't inform them. I don't know why they just were like, yeah, this is fine. It was weird. But I think the end result was good. It's just like, why? Why did we have to do it this way? So funny that I thought you were just another user in Dave's streams when you're a YouTuber. 5 years of content making? Yep. Yep. To be fair, I don't act like a content creator. I act like a complete troll. And like several people can attest to that. It's hot here in 73 degrees. Yeah, right now I think it's like +1.
There's a shipping container.
It's like a bit warm by like winter Canada standards at the moment. Okay, let's see. There's really not much over here. I guess I can just escape. Escape. We got 10 minutes on stream. Let me go over here to see if we can grab this, actually. What's your roadmap for your game? Any estimated date for alpha, beta? Alpha, hopefully, and this is what I really want, is to get it out by summer and get, like, a small group of people in testing so we can, like, start work on it. I don't know if that's feasible to do as fast as I want to, you know, be done. I'm still, like, finishing a few of the maps, and there's, like, a couple things that need to be done. But the UI is almost finished. We still need portraits, which I'm gonna look into seeing if I can get an artist on that. And, we still need to, like, get some actual, like, testing stuff done. I need to, like, make the maps, and I need to put units on them. That's the big issue. Oh, yeah, don't worry about that, LTA. You will definitely be on the alpha team. Yep, I've been making a game for 3 years. What caused this? This is Black Ops 7. This is the newest one. Okay, let's go over here.
Objective identified.
Hey, if I'm lucky, maybe I can get this done before the end of the stream. That'd be pretty cool. So I spent too much time in 4chan, turned into a YouTuber now. He's edgy still. Yeah, I'm still too edgy, I know. I mean, jokes aside, I spent a lot of my teenage years on, like, on 4chan, so I am unsurprisingly a very edgy person because of it. But I think I kind of grew out of the degeneracy, but I still like the memes. I don't know. It's weird. Don't question my logic. My logic is very flawed and stupid. I know nothing about how to make SRPG games or SRPG Maker. Yeah, SRPG Studio. It's basically, it's more or less RPG Maker, but it's just like, I don't know. It's for Fire Emblem likes pretty much. That's all it is. Because I think part of the reason too was, it was because of the fact that there were so many people trying to make FE likes in RPG Maker for so many years, and it was basically impossible to do because you need like a million plugins to make it happen. And even then, it was like basically sus at best. It didn't really function well. So then Sapphire Soft came along and they were like, well, what if we made our own engine specifically for this? And it has its problems. For starters, the default assets that come in the engine aren't very good. Like, the map sprites are good. They look fine. In fact, I'm using modified versions of them for my game. Like, I'm obviously going to edit them to make them look better, but I am going to be using, like, more or less the basic map sprite assets. But then you have things like the battle animations, which, as you saw during the Vistarius Saga stream Davis did, look ugly as sin. I mean, they're just horrible. And then, like, the actual tile sets look awful. But yeah, it's oof. It's very oof. But the actual, like, mechanics and how you can implement stuff is really easy. And you can do a lot more than you can do in, like, Lex Talionis and Builder. Now, there is one really weird limitation with SRPG Studio, which is, for whatever reason, without a long series of complex plugins, you can't make arenas. And I don't know why. It's the one weird limitation. And I think the reason for that is because the devs made the engine to kind of act like FE4. And I mean, obviously you can do GBA stuff in there, but they originally inspired it with FE4. But for whatever reason, because of that, there's no real way to make arenas easily. It's very annoying. It's the one aspect of it that I don't particularly like. I mean, I wasn't planning to have an arena in my game anyway, but...
Hang tight and keep the LZ clear.
How do you feel about Red Dust? Let me check. Oh, yeah. Big fan of Red Dust. Don't question why I just sniffed, chat. Don't question it. Oh, I'm so fucking cracked! How you doing, Jason? I saw a bit of Get Lost stream before I had to head here. Jesse, we have to cook. He just snorted some Rosalina. No! I'm snorting Ragnar. What do you mean? There we go. Take that guy out.
VTOL can't land with whatever the hell's down there.
There we go. Take that guy out. Oh. Oh, I was supposed to do it with the M15. I'd gotten the saw done alright. Damn it. I'm too busy reading chat. I'm not focused on the mindless grind.
Assault that objective.
You know what? No. We'll go get this last one, then we'll exfil the air one. Wait, you what? You stay along, fear pop in and say hi before going to work. Yeah, I know you're on your way to work. It's cool of you to pop in, man. I appreciate it. Even if you only asked a meme question. Yeah, aren't Andrew and Jop twins? Somebody told me that, and I actually don't know if it's true or not. I'm not fully up to date on my Jop lore. I'm ashamed to admit. He's like the one FE tuber I can never catch. Like, oftentimes you'll see me just drop in there and, like, try to remind chat to support Jop, and that's pretty much it. Because, like, my schedule just never lines up to let me see Jop streams, and I hate it. Like, it sucks, because like, Jop's a great dude. He's a very entertaining dude, and I can never catch his streams. They are identical twins? That's what I thought. They sound identical. Yeah, because I remember somebody saying, like, Jop can never show his face because he'd automatically dox Andrew by extension. Which is both, like, kind of funny and kind of sad. Never guessed my nationality. Well, obviously you're German with a name like Brazilian guy. I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense. Listen to them talk at the same time. If your eyes closed, it's difficult to tell them apart. It's definitely difficult. You can tell which one's which based off of inflection. Because Andrew talks with a much more reserved tone, and Jop is basically the Joker. How did you find out? I know. I'm magic like that. There's is a random event in Jop streams. He shows up one every 5 streams to drop a line and disappear. Yeah, I'm one of those on 2% secret events. Yeah, exactly. He's from Greece. Yeah. I'm the Joker, baby. I mean, look, you know, you may think I'm joking, but that dude did literally say after he killed Sophia, I'm a man of my word. Like, literally 5 seconds after killing that poor girl. I need to stop killing with the saw. The saw is not the right weapon. I'm so used to using the saw by now that I have to remember to use the M15. Man, oh man. Okay, I'll take out this prime target here. She deserved it. She does. Sophia deserves everything that's coming to her. No one cares about Sophia. Nobody likes Sophia. It's not even that we don't care about her. Look, nobody cares about Ralph and Thracia. Some people still like him, though. But Sophia? Nobody likes her. I can't get up there, can I? I'm trying to get up there in a way that I definitely cannot do. I keep forgetting that you can't wall jump out of the water. Oh, I could finally catch your stream, and how was I not subscribed? Oh my god, Jop, we were just talking about you. Jesus Christ, the timing. Moomy throw tomatoes? Nah. I would never throw tomatoes, the mighty Jop. How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Yeah, we were just talking about you. I was saying, like, I can almost never actually, like, be in your streams because of scheduling, and I hate it. We summoned Jop into existence. That's awesome. Oh, man. I swear to God that happens more often than not, because there was, we were talking about TAC the other day, and then TAC showed up in stream.
Nice work. Every officer we killed.
Doing good, running stuff for another YouTube short. Nice. Yeah, I'm planning to actually watch the last CMU VOD, like, once I'm done with everything today. Because I've been having a day and a half. Because I'm like, I woke up at like noon because I ended up sleeping at 6 a.m. because I didn't sleep all night. And then I like had to go and like basically get ready for this. And then later tonight I'm on Get Lost stream. Make Jop a mod now? I don't know, is the chat demand Jop moddage? I mean, I think we can pull off some Jop moddage. I think that's acceptable. Yeah, let's do that right now. There you go. You're blue. Congratulations. Congratulations on your newfound blueness. Indifferent. Get Lost currently getting touched in a way he doesn't like by a bird. Well, that's an interesting sentence to start with, Madness. All right, let's go and end this. I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. This is true. I can never be green. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but they will never ever gift me subs. It never happens. No matter whose stream I'm in, no matter how many subs get gifted, never hits me. There was one stream I remember in particular where Davis got gifted like 100 gifted followers, like memberships, what have you, and I did not get hit once. And I don't understand why, because I don't have a brand account on YouTube. Like, that's the limiter that, like, prevents you from doing that. But no. No, it did not happen. I am so confused. It might just be my luck, because as we saw with FE4 last night, my luck is very, very bad. Same with me. Quick question, is your account brand account? No. Nope. I had subs and I don't even watch streams. Yeah, like, I barely see LTA in, like, streams. Except these ones, weirdly enough. Alright, let me get out of here. Yeah, you've gotten gifted subs. I've seen Tom as, like, a member in our places before. Come here. Get in. Get to the chopper. Come on. Alright. It's the curse of the Church of Rosa. It probably is. Prefer being in streams with small amount of view counts. Fair enough. There's some people who are like that. That's reasonable, because like some people just want to be seen and want to talk. Funnily enough, Mike is the same way. Mike barely ever like goes into anyone's chat unless you're like a smaller streamer. Like he watches Mangs and Davis constantly apparently, but he just like never actually talks in their chats, which is really funny. Yep. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. I keep forgetting to watch that Mang stream, actually. Thank you for reminding me. That's on the list. It's on my my watch list. But chat, we've been going for an hour. That's how long I would say this stream was planned for. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to go get my editing work done that I need to do, because there's like a massive mountain of editing that's just piling up. And then I'm going to be on Get Lost stream at 8 Eastern tonight. I'm going to be talking to him, hanging out, asking some questions, being asked some questions, watching him lose his sanity over a grind game. And I'm probably going to stream Blackout when it drops on Friday, and then I don't know what else is planned for like the upcoming week or two. Well, I could catch the end of your stream. Have going. You too, Jop. I'll try and drop in when I can. Schedule allowing it. That would be nice. I don't know why my schedule is as horrible as it is, but thank you for joining me, chat. Thanks for asking me questions, and it's crazy to think I've been doing this for 5 years. That baffles me. It really does. But I will see you all later, and I will see you all tonight if you're in Get Lost chat. So, have a good one.